This is absolutely massive, right? This is huge. This makes quality of life so much better. Xbox have just done a huge update which fixes my #1 issue with Xbox full screen experience, and particularly the Xbox Ally and the Xbox Ally X. So first off, you do need to be an Xbox insider. That's nothing special. Anybody can be that. Just literally Google Xbox Insider Hub and then you can join up and you'll get all the latest like test models of the Xbox software, you know, Windows, gaming, whatever you want to call it. So my #1 issue with the Xbox Ally and the Xbox Ally X was everywhere that you need to update. You couldn't update everything within the Xbox full screen experience mode. It was really frustrating. So setting this up meant that you have to back out to Windows Desktop and then go to My Asus, update there, go to Microsoft Store, update there. Sometimes if you were lucky, you could go over here and it would show like, oh, there's an update, but it was just random. It was really annoying. But now they've actually implemented something that I wish was there from day one, which is this. Do you see that little tiny crosshair button? Yeah, let's click that. Oh, look at that. We've got add apps and add games. So if I go to add apps, it's going to actually give me a list. And I love this. I really, really love this. There's so much more to this that we're going to go through, but I love that it automatically finds apps and games there, but I'm on the apps section, right, to add into the actual full screen experience rather than you having to manually browse for it and then finding the .exe or whatever, you know, it automatically comes up. Now, if you do want to browse for it, if your app or game is not displayed here, maybe it's an emulator or something, I don't know, right? You can go down here and hit browse and then you can actually manually search for that exact thing. I love this. Like, I absolutely love this. So, of course, I want the AMD software. That's something that really frustrates me on this device with only having 2 back paddles, because on the Legion Go 2, I often actually remap one of these back paddles to open up the full AMD software. It's actually that button there that I use, right? But on the Ally X, the Xbox Ally X, I don't have that option. So I'm going to go, yes, add to software, add to my apps, which is wicked. What do we need in there? My Asus, yes. And you can see I'm selecting multiple here and it says add selected to. The next essential add is Microsoft Store, because that's another place to get updates, right? I'm going to hit add there as well, add selected, and give it a second, go to my apps, and lo and behold, here we go. We've got AMD software, woohoo! We've also got the My Asus software, and we've got Microsoft Store. So let's just open My Asus. There's actually been a BIOS update, so make sure you check that out, which you can do through here, through My Asus. It does not show, or it didn't for me, in Armory Crate, right, which you can open from up in the Armory Crate button and open Armory Crate, check for updates there. But the BIOS update was only showing here. And now I can do that within Xbox full screen experience without having to back out to Windows. This is absolutely massive, right? This is huge. This makes quality of life so much better, because I hate having to go to Windows Desktop, doing my updates or whatever I'm doing, and then having to restart back into this. It's frustrating, and now that is not a problem. Same with Microsoft Store. I can just go there. I can go to Microsoft Store, I can go to downloads, and I can hit updates, right, and then be done with it right from Xbox full screen experience. This is absolutely brilliant. Close that. And the same with AMD software. Yay, finally, I can get there immediately whilst I'm running a game or anything like that, just through this. This is, you could probably tell I'm a little bit excited right now, because I'm not joking. This was my #1 issue with this device, was why is there so many places to update? This still hasn't fixed it, in my opinion. I think you should just be able to go down to like downloads or whatever, and then it should just pull from all these areas. But you know, beggars can't be choosers. This is a great addition, and that's just the apps section. That's the thing I'm most excited for, because I've got AMD there now, I've got Microsoft Store there, I've got My Asus, I can still reach Armory Crate just here, just fine. I've got everywhere I need critical updates within Windows, you know, Xbox full screen experience, Xbox mode, whatever they're going to change the name to. It is brilliant, right? And that is just that. Obviously, you can then go to add games as well, and it's the same list, right? But you can just find games if they're not showing. And again, like I said, you can hit browse and go directly there. Now, if we go to, let's say, Microsoft Store and go to more options, we can even remove from library, or we can edit the path, like the name of it, sorry, and even the image. Now, what they haven't done yet, which is kind of frustrating, is a game that you want to change the artwork for. You can't do that, right? So I'm going to go here and go to like manage, and you still can't actually change anything. So it'd be really cool if you could change the name of it and also the picture, regardless of where it was pulling from. So let's say like Resident Evil, I can't do anything. I can see in Steam or I can play. That's it. But again, if I've added it manually, I can go here, go to edit, change the name and the icon, right? Which would be really cool. And you can even tell it, is it a game or is it an app? So I love that it's not just pulling the apps into the game library, because that would annoy me, right? I want it in my app library if it's an app. I want it in the game library if it's a game. So that is huge, but there's still some steps to be taken. And the same thing, like I said, can be done for the Legion Go 2. So I'm just going to pop that down there. We're on the Legion Go 2. I'm on the same Insider program, right? So I'm going to go over to here. This is my Windows side of this device. I actually run SteamOS dual boot on this, right? Yes, I know everyone's been asking, where's the SteamOS like additional video? That is coming. I'm so sorry it's taking a little while there. There's been other stuff to do. But I can still go up here, add apps, add games, whatever you want to do. You can just go here and I can do the same thing. So I'm actually right now going to go and add AMD because that's great. And really on this device, there's not much else that I want to add, but I do want to add Microsoft Store because that's another thing that's really frustrating. And there we go. AMD software's right there now. Instead of having to press this remap, I've now cleared a button for myself now because I can just go and open, you know, like the carousel, come back here and open here. I can free this button up for another binding if I so want. And the same with the the Microsoft Store. I can just open this here and go straight down to downloads and then update from there. And then when I'm done, I can press and hold that, cancel that out. It's just brilliant. So thank you, Microsoft, for actually putting the work in and making the steps in the right direction to where we need to be. I love this. I love that they're actually like committing to changing stuff, user feedback and all that good stuff. Now, like I said, this is part of the like gaming preview for insiders, which anyone could sign up to. Just Google, you know, like Xbox Game Insider or whatever I said at the beginning of the video, right? And then you can sign up to it. If you don't want to sign up and become an insider, then you'll have to wait for them to push this update out publicly on like the stable release, if you want to call it that, right? Which I'm sure will come soon, but this is a brilliant step forward in the right direction. I am so happy about this. So get on that because that was my number one issue with this device in particular. When you think this has got the Xbox branding on it, you want all your updates there. I actually just did a big like long-term review on this and I still complained about the lack of every update here, and I missed this update that just came out. So I'm so excited. I wish I had included that in that review, but whatever. I'm rambling now. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Let me know all your thoughts down in the comments whilst you're down there. Like this video, subscribe, become a member, and you can talk to us on our private Discord and stick around for all things gaming and wait for Crimson Desert that comes out this week because we will be testing it. We'll be doing a Will It Run video featuring these devices and, of course, the Xbox Ally as well to see how well it runs on all of these devices. And that should hopefully be out on Saturday. So check out that video. Bye.